Very excited to have with me Yemi, our local artist extraordinaire, to talk about African Americans of Excellence, the exhibit, which is kicking off at the Weinberg on February 5th. Yemi, welcome to Good Morning, Frederick.
Thanks, Danny. Thanks for your great work. And thanks for the invite.
No, of course, of course. So I'm very excited about this event. This is the third year.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I'm the event coordinator for this event. You are the artist extraordinaire. Tell me about and tell our viewers how this idea came about a few years ago and what the event is all about.
The idea came about as a way of shining a spotlight on those that hadn't had spotlight shone on them before. And Frederick has a history of keeping some people under wraps and not recognizing their contributions. And really, that causes a really almost like a disease in the community, in terms of people not feeling seen, not feeling recognized. And I wanted to use art as a way to recognize the great contributions of African Americans in Frederick County, in the history of Frederick County, as a way not only of recognizing them, but as a way of healing the community as well. Because when a certain member of the community feel like they're recognized and they're seen and they're acknowledged and their contributions are acknowledged, it really helps the entire community to heal. And so we started this in 2023. So 2022 was our first year, and we had this event, and we used art and photography and videography to tell the story of six individuals who were honorees of ours that were chosen for us by Arch. And so we chose these six individuals, and we used art, photography, and videography to tell their story. And when we had this event, we had it at the Gaslight Gallery in downtown Frederick, and we had close to 200 people, and we were bursting at the seams. And when you looked in the room, you saw people from all corners of the world, literally from all corners of the world, celebrating African Americans in Frederick County. And when we saw the love in the room, we just thought, wow, this made us feel good. This felt to us like a healing moment, and we decided to move it to a much bigger venue, the Weinberg Theater. And and when we had it at the Weinberg Theater in this year, 2024, we had 850 people in the room. Okay, and 850 people. When to us, it was a sea of people. And when you look back in the room, you looked in all corners of the room. You could see people from all corners of the globe, and it was such a gratifying feeling. And by the way, very interestingly, at this event, we didn't have any food, we didn't have any drink, we didn't have any entertainment, we didn't have any music, we didn't have anything. All we had were people just sitting around and having our honorees come up to be acknowledged. And there was so much love in that room that people still report to me till this day that was one of the best events that I'd ever gone to. Even though there was no music, they were hungry, there was no food, there was no drink, they still loved the event so much, and we decided to just keep doing it as a way of bringing healing to the community, changing the culture of the community, recognizing people who had not been recognized before. And so that was really the beginning of it. And now we're moving it to a much higher level. And with your help, Danny, you're a very, 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 very able, exciting leadership to bring us to the next level. And our idea is to keep on making this better and better and better as time goes on. And
Yeah.
so that's where we are now.
Yeah, very, very much looking forward to it. And I do think it's a great point that when you highlight people in the community, no matter who it is, but certainly when you have the opportunity to highlight the great contributions of people, it really does help to bring the community together. And so, right
Yeah.
now, and we've talked a little bit about this, we have the
Yeah.
opportunity to reveal the sketch, which will eventually be the
Yes.
compilation. So each year you do a compilation of all the honorees, which is typically
Yes.
on the Weinberg Center, on the program, in the news and the press,
Yes.
and everything we do in social media.
Yes.
So people
Exactly.
will see the completed one later this week.
What you're looking at there is an extremely rough sketch. And for me as an artist, what I find most interesting and most fulfilling to my artistic soul is to come up with something new every time. Okay, my idea is, I started with paper, and then I went into metal, and now I'm going into something that will be different this time. I'm going to have really a brilliantly colored piece of artwork. What you're looking at here is black and white, and it's very, very
Sure.
rudimentary. Okay, but with the end product will be like almost like a 3D looking, uh, brilliant colors, like tropical colors, really bright colors, as a way of bringing in the joy of the heart. There's nothing like color to make your heart feel
Yeah.
joyful. And so we're going to have this beautifully colored piece and textures and African patterns and Frederick patterns. And so that is what's missing here. But this is a sneak
Yeah.
peek. We're going to have the final artwork this week for everybody to
Yeah.
look at, and we believe it will be a feast for the eyes to see.
Yeah. Can't wait. Now, can you tell everybody who the 7 honorees are this year?
Yes, the 7 honorees this year, fantastic honorees, and we chose this year to go from like a younger set to a slightly older set. Okay, and so we have Scott Ambush, a phenomenal world famous bass player. We have Cavante Duckett, who's a young, politician here in Frederick, community leader. We have Teresa Williams Harrison, a brilliant businesswoman. We have Earl Robbins, also a brilliant businessman. We have Dr. Denise Rawlings, who is really a great community leader and a businesswoman as well. Then we have Gayon Sampson, who is, a very major political leader here in Frederick. And then we have Dr. Renee Thomas Spencer, who has delivered probably more babies than any other doctors that I know in the area.
Yeah.
She is a wonderful, phenomenal human being as well.
Yeah. So I guarantee whether or not you know one of these people personally or not, you've probably come across them if you've been
Yes,
in Frederick for any length of time for sure, and or seen their
yes,
names around, which is phenomenal. So we're really looking forward to highlighting each one of them on February 5th. Now the tickets are going to go on sale very soon. I would say probably Monday next week, and
yeah,
we will keep you wrapped with all the details. But you're going to want to mark the date, February 5th, 2025, to witness the kickoff for the exhibit. And then a month
yes,
later, we're going to have
yeah,
information about how you can get your hands on the artwork or photography that has
yeah,
been done by some local artists and photographers. It's going to be a great, great thing. So we look forward to
yes,
it. If you want more information, and we are always looking for local sponsors and supporters of this event. So if you're interested in supporting or sponsoring or being involved somehow in African Americans of Excellence 2025, feel free to reach out to me or go to aaoefrederick.org, and you can get some general information there as well. Yemi, we appreciate all the work that you've done over the past few years, and we're looking forward to making this just as successful or more so than the years past. And I cannot wait for this event. And I can't wait to see the finished artwork. We're going to have that for you all by the end of this week.
yes. Wonderful. Sounds great. Thank you, Danny, for your great work in the community as well, and for your leadership of AOE 2025.
Yeah, looking forward to it.